I've been at Fidelity for 19 years, so I certainly have a lot of loyalty to that company. It's interesting because when you talk about if we're replacing or we're losing people that have what we call institutional knowledge, so knowledge has been built up within the company and within a specific regime. We need to have a balance. We need fresh ideas, and sometimes having just the institutional knowledge, you want to broaden, you want to get someone's outside view. And that's sometimes why you go outside to get talent that comes in. From a personal, it's really going to be up to you as far as how long you want to stay with the company. Whether you can grow, you certainly can grow within. It's going to take time. It doesn't always happen when you expect it to. Certainly, as I give a lot of advice to folks that work across our organization, and they say, Rachel, why did you get, how did you get there? And my advice to folks is nothing ever happens when you want it to, but you have to be patient. But to Mary's comment earlier, if you're not happy with what you do and you're bored, then move on.
Thank you very much.
Your grandfather worked for the same company his whole career and had a pension. You will not have a pension, okay, unless you're a government employee of some sort, right? So you shouldn't grow up thinking that the company is going to be loyal to you. If you don't have a symbiotic relationship with the company, like what's in it for them and there's something in it for you, you're going to take care of yourself. That's what you have to do. I happen to have been at Morgan Stanley, our predecessor firm. I have like 40 business cards, same desk, basically, for almost 30 years. But I get what I need from them, and I don't mean to sound mercenary, but they get what they need from me. I would have left if that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I have a brother-in-law who just retired from IBM after 41 years. But no one stays at companies that long anymore. And I think your career is going to be a lot different than that. I think you're going to have to move around. Although I would love everyone who comes to work for me at Pomona to stay for 20 years, but that's just not going to happen. So you need to think about your career as, what's good for you. And I think generally, I find it all the time. When people come into me and say, I'm leaving, I got another job, and I say, oh, really wanted you to stay. I really think you're great. And they say, but I'm going to make this much more, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. It's very hard for me to say, well, stay, And if I were them, I would do the same. So you probably will not be in the same place for 40 years. You will think about your career as, I'm going to start someplace, and I'm going to move along. And I think you're absolutely right. There are no pension funds anymore. So put money in your 401k when you can, and, start saving so that Mary can manage your money for you.